Hey guys, Yasmin here with FreeBalanceClasses.com. In our series of arms and hands, I'm going to be introducing you one more time actually to these snake arms because I did a video before, but since we're doing a series just all about arms and hands, I thought, you know, it's time to redo it again, maybe kind of like share more tips and tricks with you as far as snake arms go. So snake arms is obviously one of the basic moves that belly dancers learn when they first start to get introduced to the art of belly dances. Some belly dancers even learn it before, you know, they learn even hip drops and kicks, okay? So the basic motion of snake arms is obviously this, okay? Now what's happening here? Some people, you know, can find it very easy to do, and some people have a hard time coordinating both sides, but some people actually have a hard time going at the same nice slow speed, and some people just kind of like, you know, look, I don't know, a little too stiff, okay? So let's talk about what's happening here. Basic mechanics of the move are you lift the shoulder just a tiny bit. You don't want to do this, you know, just a little bit, you know, just kind of like that little tease with the shoulder, right? So just lift just a little bit and then start lifting the elbow. And then you want that nice 90 degrees. Of course, this does not last a long time because as you can see, the movement is very smooth and kind of fast moving, but yet slow looking, okay? So lift your elbow a little bit higher, and then from here, bring the hand to the side with your fingers pointing up and then push down with your palm. Kind of like you're pushing against something down, hitting the floor, okay? So it's a little tease with the shoulder. You can even skip this. If this is a little too much for you in the beginning, please skip it. Don't even think too much about it because the elbow motion is much more important here, okay? So a little tease with the shoulder, little elbow lift, and then bring the hand to the side and then push. And I like to use the analogy of the beach ball. It really does help a lot of people get it. Like think about that big ass beach ball that you guys play with, right? Think about it and think about the fact that maybe it's like right here under your arm and you're lifting it, right? And then you give it a little push down. So the way you do that is basically you're lifting it like this usually. So you just push your elbow up to kind of push it down because you want to keep holding it first, right? So because you want to keep holding the beach ball with your hand, so what you do is you lift the elbow, and then you just want to push that beach ball down, and then you lift the hand, and then you give it a nice little push down. So think about that. You want that much space really between your body and your hand, like it's a beach ball that you're holding, okay? So again, it's shoulder, elbow, and push down, shoulder, elbow, and push down. Now a key thing here to remember is that when you're pushing your hand down with your palm down, you're not actually pushing your palm down. You know, your fingers are still facing up. And this is a key trick to any arm movements in belly dancing, really not just the snake arms, is whenever your arm is going down, make sure that the fingers are always pointing up, okay? So down. And then the opposite happens when your arms go up, your fingers are always pointing down. Important tip to remember. So again, you can practice this basic motion, as I said, shoulder, elbow, hand to the side, fingers up, and then push down. You can practice it on both sides independently of each other first until you get the basic motion. Now from there, how do you make it look smooth going from one side to the other? Well, it does take a little bit of relaxing first, and then you have to remember that you got to keep the same speed on both sides. It won't go too fast as you transition because that happens a lot. People will like go really slow, but then when it's time to transition, they're like, oh, that side, yeah. And then they jerk off, like the way they like lift is like so fast, and it's just too much. It just kind of kills the move, right? So remember to keep the same speed on both sides. Don't move too fast last minute, but make sure you anticipate, okay? The way you anticipate the next motion is simply by doing this. Remember that as soon as you start bringing your hand down on one side, the elbow is going up on the other side. So if you just remember that to coordinate those two on both sides, then you're more likely to go a little bit smoother. So when the hand goes down on one side, the elbow goes up on the other side. So again, let's start with one side. So we're going to go shoulder, elbow, and then hand goes down, and then right here, I'm going to start lifting my shoulder, elbow, and then hand goes up. By the time this one already reached the bottom, and then the opposite is going to happen on this side now. Shoulder, elbow, and as soon as I start lifting, this one starts to go down. So it's really all about the hand part. When one hand starts to go up, the other hand is going down. When one hand starts to go down, the other one is going up. Okay, so that part, this coordination part, really does take two things. First of all, relax, really don't overthink it. And the second thing is definitely practice, okay? Practice, 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 and then you eventually get it. And if you really have a hard time keeping the basic nice frame, please get a big ball, seriously, like a yoga ball or beach ball, something, and then kind of like put it in between and kind of get that feel. And then try to see if you can push one up and then down, and then push the other one up and down. Try to see if you can alternate. Say, I can only push one down, push one down, push one down. Or even if it's just like any other ball, really, like a soccer ball or a volleyball, and kind of push one down, and then as the other one goes up, push one down as the other one goes up. It really, just having the object in your hand is going to help you tremendously, because you have actually something of substance to hold on to actually get the idea of what's going on, because for a lot of people just talking about it is not enough. So grab something, I don't care what it is. Like it could be a soccer ball, volleyball, or it could be like a pillow, I don't know. But if something that bounces would be even better. So that way when one goes up, the other one goes down, goes up, down, goes up, down. And be able to see it and feel it in your hands can help you if you're somebody who really is struggling with this move. So try this. But that's basic idea of the mechanics and what's going on as far as snake arms, okay? Make sure you check out the other videos on this series of arms and hands on freebelledanceclasses.com. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!